tonight. What are your feelings of how the season went?
Well, when we started the season, when the coaches get together and start talking about how we're going to do in the season, we probably, at that time, were kind of like we should be better than 500, win more than half our games, but whether or not we could contend for the championship, we really didn't know. We lost, of course this is true in all high school ball, we lost an awful lot of starters last year, and it was kind of like starting all over. Offensively, we only had 2 returning starters, and that was Joe Luptow and Jared Sulik, so it was really like starting all over. Defensively, we only had a couple of kids back also, so we had Ben Hart back, and Will Papa was back, and Jared Sulik. But at the beginning of the year, it was like, who knows whether or not we have enough extra people to put in and make it a good team.
Okay. How about the Milton game?
That was kind of the turnaround. We started off the season, we played Edgerton and lost to Edgerton. Edgerton's a very, very good game. They're undefeated right now, and they're in playoffs, and they should win their first game for sure. I don't know about their second game, but they should win their first game. Excellent team. When we played them, we ended up getting beat 4 touchdowns, 0, and we were kind of looking at ourselves, and it was like, oh, maybe it's going to really be tough just to win half of our ball games. And we came back and played Waterford, and Waterford, though, by the end of the year, they were winning and losing kind of up and down, kind of unpredictable. But at that time, we played a very good game with them and ended up losing the game because we left down in a couple of plays, and they scored a couple of touchdowns on big plays. So that particular night, they were definitely better than us. So now we go into, we got to play Whitewater and Milton, and Whitewater and Milton are always extremely tough. We beat Whitewater, and it was kind of like, if we beat Milton, we're a 500 team. If we lose to Milton, we're 1 win and 3 losses, which, boy, is a terrible way to start. The kids just played just an unbelievable ball game. We played near perfect ball game, and Milton had a few mistakes, but the neat thing is we didn't just squeak by them, we buried them, and it really made us feel like we could beat anybody after we beat them. So that kind of was the season as far as getting our confidence. And then once we beat them, it was like, okay, we can probably beat anybody.
Okay, what about the Jefferson game?
Well, we rolled along over the other opponents, and a lot of those other opponents weren't real strong this year. And it all ended up, well, it was a terrific conference race this year. It ended up before the last game of the year, Milton was 6-1, Jefferson is 6-1, Elkhorn is 6-1, and in the other division, Burlington is 6-1. So everybody's beatable, but everybody's pretty good. I was really nervous about the Jefferson game because it was kind of funny. We had won 6 in a row, and everybody had watched us play, and it was like we just kept getting better and we kept getting better, but some of that was due to the competition. So everybody felt, and this I felt included some of the kids, everybody felt nobody could get up and play against us even. The coaches, Mr. Rideout and Mr. Simonson and I, we're watching films of Jefferson, and Jefferson, they are a very, very impressive team, and everybody's walking around, oh, you guys are just going to kill them. And it's like, no, I don't think that's going to happen. They are so big. They have a back that's just a fantastic back. They have a quarterback. It was his 3rd year varsity quarterback. So the coaching staff was really nervous. And it ended up being just an unbelievably tough ball game. They were bigger than us, and they hit just as hard. We try to take pride in out-hitting our opponents. Just when you tackle them harder than what they tackled you. And when you run, you try to run over people rather than getting run over. In the Jefferson game, it was just like dead even. There was no advantage, and it was just 2 tough teams banging on each other. And we ended up, kids came together the second half, and we went down and scored a touchdown and won the ball game.
So what are your predictions for tonight?
After watching films, I've watched 3 films of them, and after watching films of New Berlin Eisenhower, I feel they're very, very much, as far as talent is concerned, very much similar to Jefferson. I think it's going to be a very, very tough ball game. They run what's called a wing T offensively. They got a 6'6" quarterback. Kid throws the ball deep. They got a real nice receiver, a wideout. He can go catch the ball. They got a couple of excellent running backs. They run the trap well. They run off tackle well. I think we're going to have a hard time stopping them. Defensively, we don't have too much on their defense, so it's going to kind of be, we've got to go out and try all of our stuff and try to find something that works. And hopefully we find something that works. You go back to the Jefferson game, boy, we had to work a long time, and it almost got to the fourth quarter where we really found a play that it was like, yes, we can count on this play. So, what's Wilson's prediction? 3-2. Elkhorn scores 3 touchdowns, and New Berlin Eisenhower scores 2. But who knows? We don't know. We don't have common opponents. We really don't know anything about them. So it's really tough. The other coaches, Mr. Simonson, who runs the offense, he's confident in the offense. He really feels that he's got some things that can work. And Mr. Rideout, who runs the defense, well, we've messed around with the wing T and ways of stopping the wing T, and he feels he's got some pretty good ways of stopping the wing T. So if all of that puts together and goes together the way we want it to, then the results will be great.
All right, thanks.